Before going to law school, I went to college at American University and received a Bachelor of Arts. Then I worked in digital advertising. Then I went to law school at Harvard Law School. While in law school, I started to get into helping people with their admissions, first as family and friends and reviewing their applications and ultimately being able to help them even through things like interviews. Then when I got out of law school, I saw that there were formal opportunities to do this as a job, and I've been doing it since then. Since graduating law school, I first worked in international law abroad, but then I transitioned back to the US and decided to work in another area of law that interests me, bankruptcy law, and I've been doing that since then. I plan on staying in bankruptcy law for the rest of my career. While in law school, I pursued law and government and did several fellowships related to that. 2 regarding my internships at different government agencies, and then another fellowship related to putting on law and government programming for the law school. When I graduated, I received the Dean's Award for Community Leadership. I was recognized for over 1,000 hours of pro bono work, and I graduated cum laude. I believe the key to success in law school is flexibility. I think a lot of people come into law school with preconceived notions about how to study or career track that they need to pursue, and while that can work out for some people, it does not always provide the best solution for everyone. So I think having flexibility in terms of looking at new approaches can help people achieve their goals. My approach to law school consulting is unique because I take a deeply analytical approach to each candidate. From the start and through the process, I use my own personal experience and any other resources I have to be able to thoroughly analyze how the candidate is doing and where I think they stand in terms of being able to provide their best foot forward and showing the best side of themselves to help maximize their chances of getting into the law school they desire. My greatest strengths are that first, I'm empathetic and patient. I get that everyone is coming from different places in life and have different things going on in life. So I'm fully prepared to be patient, empathetic, and understanding of whatever is coming up. I, of course, want to help the candidate put forth their best representation of themselves, but I also don't want them to be too overwhelmed or exhausted by the process. Second, I'm resourceful. I feel I have a lot of knowledge to offer from working in this process and having gone through it myself, but I know I do not have all the answers. But I do feel that most of the time I can figure out where to get the answer, and I will always make sure to work to be able to provide whatever needed advice or information to help the candidate. Finally, I would say my experience. I've worked with a lot of different clients. I've had the opportunity to help them through a lot of different ways and have even done some writing on the area of admissions consulting. And through that, I feel that I have a strong knowledge base and a strong experience in being able to evaluate a situation and what's the best way to move forward. First, I really enjoy helping people. I've received a lot of help in my life, and through that, I found that often when someone either has a problem or a goal, there's someone out there with helpful advice, and I hope to be that person for law school applicants. Second, I particularly enjoy helping people with their careers. Even before I considered going to law school, I would help people with their resume, cover letter, and other areas for applying for jobs, be it my area of where I was working, or even other areas I didn't, where I could provide more generalizable advice. And then finally, it's my deep appreciation for the law. I think everyone wants to go to law school for a valid reason and has at least some thoughts on the type of the career they want to pursue. And I think helping someone be able to get into the kind of program they desire to hopefully give them the kind of training that they want can help them be a better lawyer and serve the world better.